everybody, Audra here, also known as Twisted Chalker, and I am your independent creator with Magnolia Design Company. And tonight I thought I would do a tutorial on how to do two-tone with your chalking, and I am using our Begin Each Day with a Grateful Heart stencil, and I will be doing it on the magnetic board that we have on our website, and I will be sure to put the link to the website in there somewhere, wherever it goes, comments, description. Anyway, so I'm going to be using the Sugar Plum and this is the frosted almond color, and I have a little heart that I'm going to be adding to it as well after we are done. Since it is a magnetic board, I'm going to do it for Valentine's Day this month, and then after Valentine's Day is over, I'm going to change it up just a little bit for St. Patrick's Day. But I love the saying on this, begin each day with a grateful heart. So it's one that I'm going to keep on the board, and since it's magnetic, I'll just switch it out for the different seasons. Okay, so this is a brand new stencil. It is self-adhesive and reusable. This is just one of the stencils that Magnolia has available that can be found on my website, and I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to need to write on the back of it so I know which side it goes back to when I place it on the backing. So I'll just wrote Begin Each Day. And it is going to need to be fuzzed. And I will be using, I'm going to bring this down so you can see what I'm doing on the table. It'll be a lot easier. Okay, here we go. All right. So I will be using our tacky towel. I don't know where that yellow ribbon came from. And the gray side is used for fuzzing, and the green side is used for drying. And so tonight I am going to use the gray side to fuzz. And I forgot to get my container of water, so I will have to get that. I'm going to peel this off of the backing. I just want to show you real quick in case you do a bunch of stencils and forget to write on it. You'll see how shiny the side is that the stencil came off of, as opposed to this side that's not very shiny at all. So if you forget to write on it, that is how you will know. Now I will also say that I accidentally put a stencil on the wrong side once, and it was torture to get it off. And the stencil ended up being stretched a bit, so I always make sure I write on it now. So the term fuzzing is exactly what it sounds like. We are essentially putting fuzz onto the sticky side of this stencil, so that when I place it on the surface, it won't be crazy sticky to it. And I forgot to get a tub of water for when I'm done, so I have to make sure I get that as well. It seems like the one thing I always forget is that tub of water, mostly because I don't like putting it in a tub of water. I prefer to just go to the sink and clean it right away, but I don't want to just leave it sitting there while I'm doing that either. See how sticky that is? Something stuck to my, there you go. Now, if you don't have, oh my goodness, my hair. I am shedding like crazy. If you don't have a tacky towel, that's okay. You could just grab a t-shirt or use it on the shirt that you're wearing. I mean, this is pretty big, so it would be awkward to be sticking it on your shirt and taking it off that you're wearing. But if you could just bring a t-shirt with you to your workstation and just place it on the t-shirt, that would work too. I do love my tacky towel. It comes in handy for drying stencils when I'm trying to reuse them at the same time, you know, in the same evening when I'm working, or say morning or day. And that will typically happen if I'm doing more than one of the surfaces, or say if I'm using our individual letters like the skinny font or the cursive letters to make a word, and or you know, make words, more than one word, or words that have like two of the same letter in it. Then you'll have to wash it and dry it, and so that's where the green side would come in handy for that. You gotta make sure it's good and dry before you reuse it, or the chalk paste will just run. Boy, this is really sticky. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I normally don't do this because it comes out fuzzier than, but there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to place this on here. I don't exactly want to center it. I'm going to move it down just a little bit. Well, maybe I do. I'll center it. I believe that's center. Just over an inch, under an inch. Okay, it's not centered. Just about an inch, just under an inch. I'm gonna leave it there. So there it is, ready to be chalked, and we are going to do two-tone, which involves two colors. But first I want to get my water really quick, so I'll be right back. All right, all set. So, in order to do this two-tone, I didn't think about what I was going to do. I didn't think about it when I picked the stencil, because this area right here and that area might be a little difficult to do two-tone, but we'll see. So I have my two colors, the sugar plum. I need to stir it up. And it's probably a little thicker than I want it to be. So I'm going to spray a little bit of distilled water in here. So it doesn't need a whole lot, so I'm just going to do one spray and then stir it up. I use distilled water because regular tap water will just cause it to mold. And we definitely don't want mold in here, because once you get mold, it ruins the entire container of paste. Okay, so that's good and ready. This one, I was working on it just before I started here tonight. It's a little chunky, but it'll be okay. It it got a little thick on me, a little dried out, and so I added some distilled water until it was this consistency. It's got a little bit of chunks. I have a tool that I can use to work it out, but I need to get a box first because it makes it splatter. Okay. So, to do two-tone, I want to do the, oh my gosh, frosted almond. That is frosted almond. I like the gray color in it. And I think it'll go pretty with the sugar plum. So in order to do this, I want to do the top portion of the letters in the frosted almond, not gray. And then I want to do the bottom portion of the letters in the sugar plum. And I believe I'm going to do this heart in the frosted almond, and then I'm going to paint this with the sugar plum. So, in order to do this, I'm just getting some of the chalk paste and just picking a place and working my way up on the top portion of the letters. I'm hoping my head's not in your way. Just like that. And then these. And then this. I do want to go down a little further than half on these. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do these all almond, and then the rest of that down there will be in the sugar plum. Okay, and then I'm going to take the sugar plum and cover the bottom portions of the letters. I started here because of the amount that I took. I got a lot on the squeegee, a lot more than I needed. And now I'm not really touching the squeegee to the frosted almond. I'm just going up pretty close to it, because when I'm done placing this, I'm going to blend it where the sugar plum is close to the frosted almond. Okay. I need to come this way on that, because it's close to the frame. There we go. And I want to add a little bit of frosted almond in here. Okay. So now to whoops, oh, I missed a spot right there. Now where you see a little bit of a line between the colors, I'm just going to take my finger and blend them. Just like that. And I see a little space that I missed right here. And a little space that I missed over here. And I'm going to blend it over here. And then right there. And over here. Everywhere where it's next to each other, almost touching. And I want to, I changed my mind, I want to do this in sugar plum. Okay. So now, I'm just going to scrape off the excess. I'm not putting it back in the container because the colors are pretty much mixed. So we don't want to put the mixed colors back in. Okay, now we peel to reveal. Oh, I don't know if you can see it as well as I can, but I love it. Get this in the water and dry my hands before I touch this. Begin each day with a grateful heart. Got chalk paste on the frame. How I got it on the outside of the frame over here, I don't know, but I did. I'll wash it off. So, there's that. And then my plan, let me think. How do I want to do this? Where's my heart? So I have this little wood heart that I picked up in a bag of wood heart cutouts. I got the bag at Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. It was a bag of 200 hearts for $9.99, and then after the 40% off coupon, it was $6.50 total for the entire bag. And I stuck a magnet to the back of it, and so I'm going to paint the heart, and I'm just going to paint it. You know, I was going to use one of these colors here, but I think I want to go with, the ballet slipper, because where the frosted almond blends in with the darker pink, with the sugar plum, I need to learn the names. You can see just a line of the light, of how it became a light pink. And so I want to paint this with the ballet slipper, Waverly chalk paint, because I thought it would be nice to have just a little extra touch of a heart for Valentine's Day. Oopsie. So I'm going to dry this. And I'm going to take the blow dryer to this really quick to make sure it's fully dry. And then I'm just going to place that right there. And there it is. Now let me just move you up here a little bit. Hey everybody. And there it is. There's the finished Valentine's Day magnetic frame. And that's it. Easy as that. I love it. Now next month what I'm going to do, and I might do it on a live, wash it off and do it with a green. And then I have some shamrocks that I can paint and add a magnet to, and it can be changed out. And I'm going to do Easter and all the other holidays. Is that it? All right, well, thank you for watching, for joining me tonight. And if you have any questions, anything you want to know about doing this, or beginner's kits, whatever, just leave me a note and I'll get back with you. All right, thanks everybody. Good night.